Hi guys, welcome to the third and final beer of this series, looking at the Maltos beers released by Perlenbacher for LIDL here in Germany. And we're ending on something of an interesting one because, I've already drank the 2 bottles of this that I had already because you get them in 3 packs. But this was the first time I tried a beer of this style, and it is the White Stout, which is clocking in at 7.6%, and this is brewed with Mosaic and Halatoy or Halatoy Blanc hops. So yeah, a white stout. When I first tried this, it was not what I was expecting it to be because I hadn't really looked up what a white stout was, to be honest, and I've not really seen too many beer reviews of white stouts. I mean, I know there's loads of white stouts now, and I am sure even some of the people who I watch on a regular basis have looked at this style before. But I really didn't know what to expect, and when I drank it, I was very, very surprised. And I think with a white stout, it's just emphasis on the word stout, meaning just strong. So I think it's like basically brewers trying to reclaim the name Stout and do something different with it. I'm not too sure about the cultural history of this style. I seem to find it's all down to like a person's matter of opinion and that sort of stuff. And I've seen white stouts being compared to, other styles that exist. So yeah, it's a bit of a weird thing. It's like with stuff like a black IPA, a black India Pale Ale. It's like these weird little names and trends, and I don't know. It's a weird and wonderful thing. I don't know where I completely sit on the debate, mainly because this is the first white stout that I've ever drank, so I can't really compare different takes on the style. But I'm sure you guys can educate me in the comments down below. Anyway, let's get this beer opened and see what we get. Straight away, you're definitely getting those mosaic hops, and you do get that slight grapefruit type aroma coming from the Halatoy Blanc. So, beer in a glass, and that is a really nice golden colour. It's got a nice haze to it. It's got a slight pale edge to it, almost like a light lemon curd, maybe. But yeah, a slight haze, but it is relatively clear. You can see through it, although it is distorted. Not too much in terms of carbonation, but small bubbles clinging to the side of glass, going up to what was about a finger's worth of white head, but it has dissipated quite quickly. To me, that looks like what I'd consider like a pale ale to look like. So yeah, let's. Excuse me, voice went weird, but let's see what it actually smells like in the glass. I get a lot of lemon juice, a little bit of orange juice. I can definitely pick up a grapefruit style aroma coming from that Halatoy hop. Yeah, to me, on the aroma, it smells like what I would consider a classic, like maybe slightly tropical pale ale going on to an IPA. It's got a real sense of vibrancy and juiciness to it. Yeah, fruit pastels, that sort of thing. I mean, it smells good, so off to a good start. Let's see what it actually tastes like. Cheers. I might just be my inexperience comes through a lot, but to me, this just tastes like a pale ale, to be honest. Um, when the word stout comes into play, of course, I'm not getting anything related to what we would consider a stout. I was not expecting that after I tried it, of course, and saw what the colour was, and obviously being it white. But strong, not really getting that in this beer. I mean, it's got a lot of flavour to it, but I don't get strength from it. Alcohol is masked really, really nicely. The only time you get it is right on the back end. After a little while, you feel like the remnants of the alcohol in there. But it's like a crisp, clean, easy drinking beer. Nice tingling carbonation. Sort of has this very slight sourness to it, like a soured jelly sweet, almost. You get this citrusy character in there. It's a bit more vibrant on the aroma as opposed to the flavours, but you do get that grapefruit, that lychee, a little bit of, not really too tropical though, like orange, lemon, that sort of citrusy fruitiness. But in a blind taste test, I would probably just say that this was a pale ale. So I'm not too sure what they were going for with this. I mean, there is a little bit of a blurb on the bottle, but it's just so hard to read because it's on a metallic label, and yeah, the writing is really, really small. But yeah, in terms of a beer all round, it's not bad. It's not as flavoursome as beers that I've had that are similar to this. But I'm in this like weird place where I can't really compare it to other examples of the style because A, I've not tried anymore, and B, there seems to be a lot of discussion and a lot of differing viewpoints on the style itself. But I just can't help but feel that this is almost maybe like a slightly relabeled pale ale, and they're just cashing in on the trend. So yeah, I don't know. I always take into account like the affordability and availability to me. So, you know, the fact that I got this from Lidl for quite cheap, you know, it gets a couple of points. But probably out of the 3 beers that I've had this time around, this is probably my least favourite. I mean, it is drinkable, it's quaffable, the alcohol is masked really, really nicely. But I don't know. I don't know if I completely get it. And like I said, my inexperience is probably, you know, shouting at the camera right now. So if anyone could just give me their opinions down below on, yeah, the white stout style. But if you wanted a nice, zesty, light drink, then this is a really good one. But I could think of many pale ales in here in Germany that do a much better job than this one. But again, can I really compare it to a pale ale because it's a white stout? I don't know, it's an odd one. But in terms of a rating, six seems a little bit harsh because it's way above average. 6 would be just above average, 5 would be an average beer. But 7, I gave the whiskey malt a 7, and is this as enjoyable as that? This is the thing, this marking these beers and giving them a rating, yeah, I think the best I could do is give this one a 7 out of 10. It's not awful, you know, I'm not trying to bag on it too much, I just don't really understand it, to be honest. And, you know, maybe I'll have to go out my way to try more white stouts to try and see if I can get a more rounded opinion. But in a beer in its own right, not a bad job. All 3 of these beers that I've tried from this Maltos line this year round have been okay, you know, relatively high standard. And but I would probably opt for going for other beers of these styles. Even though, yeah, there was only the IPA, that is one that I've, you know, a distinct style that I've had before many times. But you know what? Hats off to them for doing something a little bit different, breaking from the norm. You know, Lidl's probably one of the biggest discounter branches, you know, alongside Aldi here in Germany and, you know, in Europe in general. So it's good to see them embracing this culture, and I'm sure there are some really, you know, creative people involved in the Perlenbacher brewery who have come up with these recipes. But yeah, I think as beer in itself, it's not bad. And you know what, I probably would pick these up again if I was just shopping and I wanted a few beers, but I would probably go to somewhere like Beretta or even some of the other supermarkets that have a bit more craft and pick something else. But yeah, I'm glad that I've tried these. And 7 out of 10 is not a bad score at the end of the day, is it? So yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this beer review. Check out my Maltos playlist down below so you can find out a little bit more if you've had the look of trying this one. Love to hear your thoughts, opinions, and what's some of your favourite white stouts that I should look out for, and do you like the style? Can you explain it to me? Because I do this to be informed myself, and I've learnt a lot just from comments alone, let alone the relationships I've developed and fellow beer tubers that I'm subscribed to. So yeah, any information would be greatly received. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope you will join me for my next beer review. And yeah, let me know what you've been drinking while I've been watching this, and thank you all for watching. See you guys later.